Terrible. How's everyone doing today? Gotta get all the windows open. I hear that helps. Just a moment. There we go. Okay. How's everyone doing today? Ian, Shiner, how's it going? Okay, Twitch is up too. So I'm gonna start here. What Vanity Shield is this? Section 31 right now. Boulder, Kyle. Yeah, I was playing around with different Vanity Shields. I tried a few solo runs, but we're not going to do the solo runs on stream today. Well, at least not right now. What I need to do here is go over to my Jemadar recruit and need to claim the rewards. And see if anything else sold. Servers are so bad right now. There's not a, yeah, there's not a recruit person at DS9, is there? I gotta go over to ESD, so let's get over there. Does it proc Chemosite? Honestly, it's been so long since I used Chemosite, I really don't remember. I want to say it does, because the microquantums are pretty juicy, for multiple reasons, but I can't say with 100% confidence. Dark Ghost, how's it going? The question, Mara, is, does the Achilles console proc Chemosite? I don't remember. Okay, I'm going over to Soul System. Yeah, I can double check here too real quick. I just, in fact, let me just go do that real quick. I can do it right here. SLB. That was a fast load into ESD right there. Let's go back over to casual for a moment. On PS5. Mara. Yeah, Mara here. There's like some restructuring going on for the DPS administration side of things. There's going to be the plan is to have a dedicated team that handles all of the request, and I know for myself, for all of us over the 3 mil range, we have to be getting VODs up. So any of our records, we need to be getting the videos up for, and I know I'm guilty of that as well, because I've put some in news videos, but I don't think my current record I have the VOD uploaded. But yeah, Mara's working on some changes there. Okay, let's just go into a quick patrol. I've got the Achilles console on. Yeah, just posted in Parse Stump if you haven't already, and Mara is going to be handling that stuff moving forward, basically. Yeah. Mara has a plan. Okay, Chemosite. The question here was, does the Achilles proc Hemocyte? And honestly, I don't remember, so we're about to find out.
Enemy ships warping in near projection station Alpha. We have multiple hull breaches in our
Containment breach.
Okay, where's Achilles? There it is.
hull is buckling. The cod is dead in space.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, there's Chemocyte, so yeah. The question is, yeah. Does Sequential do it as well? I mean, if Achilles did, then this should as well, so... Yep.
Target's shields have failed.
Yep, both do.
Rear shields failing.
Galactic, how's it going? If you ask the devs about why the Pathfinder needs to get bought on the store if it was a giveaway, no, it was like some special bundle they did a long time ago. Ed, is this Lord of the Rings online? Terrible. No, it's just testing something quick. Yeah, so Harry both do. Which makes sense, because yeah, both consoles work with other torp-related stuff, so... They're very nice. Okay, back to the recruit here. I've been on my my Jemadar, just working on getting some of the tasks done, spamming DOF assignments, spamming a lot of things. You're loving the new Sava? Yeah. A lot of people are. There's been a lot of them flying around. And look at this elitist right here. Stowe's most elitist player. Spotted. Right above ESD. I'm on a character with like no build. I gotta get away. Yeah, resonating payload, even though we don't have like a torp on the build, the idea with it is that it's like as the Achilles torps hit, they're applying a proc of it, so subsequent the subsequent torps that are hitting are benefiting from that additional debuff. So that is the point of it. You didn't even see a notification? I scheduled the stream on YouTube like 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, it stacks. It stacks very well. Okay.
Greetings. How can I?
I've got a lot of rewards to claim on this character. This character, I've got, you know, the reps working, or they're going smoothly. I got a lot of the tasks done on this. Like, I've got good progress in reps, the DOFs. In fact, let me show the DOFs here after I collect these Admiralty missions. But I've been spamming the DOF assignments. Recruitment, like I showed on a stream a week or so back, is like the easiest specialization. The easiest duty officer commendation to level up because you just discard duty officers. The other ones, you just keep spamming DOF missions, basically. You just gotta keep spamming. No notification? Oof. I scheduled the stream hours ago, so I don't know why YouTube would not be pushing out the notifications. That's disappointing. But let me go in here, just get some DOFs contributed. Okay, every project there is full. Can I help the Wombat fleet? No, they don't need DOFs today. I think we might be doing a cleanse too on the Fed Armada, because there's a few fleets that I saw the other day that weren't like keeping projects slotted. So I think with the upcoming fleet stuff, there's very much an interest in making sure that the fleets that we have in the Armada are active. At least it doesn't necessarily need to be that they have like 20 people on at the same time. It's more that they have people on at all that are slotting projects. Harry, to recap, can you hear me now? Is your ad over? Oh, there's so many rewards. Oh, USS Voyager Admiralty ship. Hell yeah, there we go. Yeah, the resonating payload, as the Achilles torps land, you're applying stacks that the following torps that land from the console are going to benefit from. So as more of the Achilles torps hit, it just gets stronger and stronger. So that's why we use resonating, even though we don't have like torps on most of our builds. Also, guys, there's an R&D week active right now alongside the DOF event going on and the Endeavor week. So we have lots of events right now. And as you guys saw with the blog earlier today, we have the next part of the event campaign starting on Tuesday on PC. That is a crystalline catastrophe event. It's a kit frame. I mean, we were due for a ground item. Yeah, we were due for a ground item. Yeah, now keep in mind, crystalline's been, slightly revamped, so it's down to just 5 players. Claiming these rewards can take a moment because, like, it won't... Sometimes it doesn't register that you claim them right away. Yeah, you would hope that it's re-engineerable. Waiting for previous purchase to finish. There we go. Gamma I can't do, but the Klingon recruit I can. Yeah, so that's a Lobie ship. That's going to have a price in the, like, 150 to 200 mil price range. Lobie ships, you don't, truthfully, I wouldn't burn Lobie to buy a Lobie ship nowadays. I would just use EC, which seems to be what you're doing, but that just seems to be much more cost effective. I think each event reward should stand on its own merit and not need 2 other things in order to be decent. We've been asking for sets for a while, and they delivered. That's what we've been asking for sets for a while, and that's what they gave us. Okay, Dyson, it doesn't really matter what marks I choose here. Dyson. I do need to get marks ready for tomorrow, though. Bean. Delta. Terran. Oh yeah, I forgot. Some of these boxes are juicy, like 1,000 rep marks here. So what reputation do I just basically not want to have to deal with at all again on this character? It's unfortunately all of the older reps, but Iconian's already covered pretty well because that started at tier 5 on this. So it's, that's not really a big burden for this character. Competitive isn't an option with this box, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no competitive here. It's just the older ones. Undine, I guess. I mean, that's not hard to get, but I guess there we go. I'm just insta-deleting it. Well, I've got a lot of these boxes, so, like, The other thing is too, guys, I have a ton of mark boxes, like just a boatload. And this is just piling these on me here. Dyson. Yukara. Like, it's just piling all the marks on me. And then I got the Deltas still, which are... I mean, that at least has some of those newer options, yeah, like Delta. Delta Lucari, I don't want to deal with. Let's knock a couple of these out as Lucari. Let's see. I've got 1,000 bucks here too, I think. Oh no, that's a bridge officer. Okay, competitive. I mean, yeah, competitive sucks to do. I am very well aware of that. Then I guess I could just do temporal. Yes and no. I made the free Jem'Hadar tack and then I deleted it because I wanted to make a science captain instead. So I got that free slot and I already had the Vanguard unlock on my account, so I just decided to go and do a Vanguard science instead. Do I think the Connie 2 could be in the upcoming Kelvin bundle? We historically have not seen a bundle exclusive ship like that. Yeah, we historically haven't seen that, so I don't really expect that. Maverick, thank you for the follow. I mean, it's gonna be like the Heritage and Timeless Legacy, like where it was the three new ships plus probably a T6 coupon, though they may not do a T6 coupon. They seem to be shying away from that. They definitely seem to be shying away from all the tier 6 coupons in recent times. Oh, I've got I forgot about these. I have some of these old temporal beacons, and these are old duty officer missions you could get from lockboxes. They're also on the exchange, but they're for like specific commendations. I don't have a trader? What? Oh, it's heresy right there. Apparently I gotta grab a trader bridge or duty officer here. What are those running nowadays? They're running for a lot. Did I see Trisander's video on the new Kelvin ships? Not really. Like I saw he released a video talking about them, but I didn't watch it. I know he was ranted about stuff a bit in there. That's basically to the extent that I know. One thing I want to say about the bundle is, you know, I know that there's this is probably part of the concern for Triz is that they're going to make the same mistakes they made last year, with like doing the double of the specialization seats, like Merc Worker. I don't think they're going to repeat that. I think they've learned, you know, their lesson on that that's not what we want, and I suspect that we're going to see, you know, stats that are more in line with our expectations. You know, Thomas was on, I think it was the Stowe Wiki stream a couple weeks ago, a month or so back. I don't remember when exactly, but on that stream near the end, Timeless Legacy popped up, and you know, he said that bundle didn't do as well as they wanted, but these, you know, he highlighted that a key reason was the, you know, the stat side. So I think, you know, they are listening so much more nowadays that I'm very confident that that is something that they have very much processed, that we don't want to see any more, you know, any more ships that are two of the same specialization seat that we're paying for. You know, the fact is, even event ships nowadays are, coming in at basically, what a couple years ago would have been lockbox or promo tier stat wise. Like there just isn't room for there to be such subpar stats on ships that we're paying for. He was ranting about the Newton being another Proxima and being a Psi ship and ignoring all the torp launchers. We don't know the stats. We'll find out soon enough. Oof. Dark Eddy, I hate when that happens. Do I think they're going to fix the Azure Nebula Elite TFO rewards? I thought they did. Terrible warp core. But yeah, the Jemadar here, again, I talked about this on stream, but like one of the easiest commendations to work on with these guys is, I can never open the right damn window, is recruitment. That's like the easiest one to do, because you get recruitment XP by just dismissing duty officers. So if you send over trash duty officers from various characters on your account, or you get some trash ones from DOF packs or whatever, then that's a quick way to level that up. But if you're going in with EC and buying the DOFs, it's going to cost you. But like if you have extra duty officers, that is a way to speed that up. Another thing that people seem to forget about is the Commendation XP bonus pools, CXP. So under reward packs on the exchange, you can find these. They are a bit pricey. You can see the 10,000s are 2.2 mil per, up to 2.5. Honestly, it doesn't make sense to go for the 10,000s. The 20,000s are right there at almost the same price. So you can stockpile those, and that's a 20% bonus for any of the XP you earn from DOF missions, on top of the bonus that we're getting from this being a DOF event. Slinus, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Very much appreciated. I also need to make sure I have my window up so I can see if that happens over on Twitch. There we go. There are some smaller ones in the Phoenix store, but that's not very cost effective. Yeah, you can also, if you have extra fleet creds, yeah, you can buy DOFs from your fleet. Yeah. I had to do that over on my Admiral Kane character. Like, Dark Eddy, make sure to post that in their Discord. Let them know about that. Let me go over to Admiral Kane. Like this character, I had to buy a couple hundred of the very rare DOFs on. Okay, fleet-wise, we'll have the engineering tier 2 upgrade done, and then Starbase tier 2. If anyone's in the TBC Armada, by the way, there's been quite a few projects open recently, where they need fleet marks. Like I've seen, like, really been surprised by this, but I've been looking in the Armada tab to see, what fleets need for their projects. And you can go in there and contribute to these other fleets in your Armada, if they allow you to. But I saw that there were actually a few fleets out there where they were just missing the duty, or not the duty officers, the fleet marks. So, like, make sure you're checking your Armada, because, I mean, fleet marks, everyone's always looking for a way to go in and easily dump those, and, you just got to look for the opportunities. Sometimes they're a little bit hidden. As for the request from Warp Core, how many of the CXP bonus pools do I have on the exchange? We can go look, actually. I honestly don't know. I put some of the reputation bonus mark ones up on this character, I believe, and I think I sold a couple 100 mil worth, but I do. Okay, so I have a stack of 99 up. Those prices have probably come down a little bit, though, so I need to readjust, but yeah. Sora, how's it going? Okay, prices have come down on that a little bit. Gotta get me some EC. Steel, how's it going? Yeah, Mark the Chief, that happens. It happens quite a bit. If fleet stuff did not require dilithium, I would care about them, but as normal folks can't give dill for nothing, yeah. Half of the 10k was critical puncture. Oof. Okay, let's get them posted. Get a couple stacks of this stuff posted up. I recorded a market video the other day on my Gemidar, and I feel that when I release it, it's probably going to annoy people. It's the type of video I would normally do as members only, but I think it might be interesting to just drop it as a normal video. Yeah, the 07s, yeah, it's this loot like Sora said. Do I think the fleet update on the timeline might have something to do with reducing the lithium requirements for advancement? No. I fully suspect it's just it's adding some stuff to the stores, and I mean, if there was any like fleet system change, it would be hopefully to I'd like to see the Armada expanded. Let us have more fleets in the Armada. Nice, Sora. Mav, yeah, so Gas, the reason I think people will be mad at that video is because of how good my luck was, yes. Sorry, McStud, I just saw your message. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it was just really, really insane luck. Do I think Stowe will have tier 7 ships? No. No, I do not. Tier 7 ships would be disastrous for the game. It was a very negative experience when it happened, going from tier 5 to tier 6, and the game is trying to get people back into the game. The tier 7 would kill the game. Like, there's no doubt about it. Based on the experience of what happened with the transition from tier 5 to tier 6, the tier 7's just something that's not, they're not thinking about it. That ain't gonna happen. What they'll do instead is, you know, eventually they'll give us more tiers for our, like, for the T6 ships. So, like T6X3, X4, you know, stuff like that. The issue with the tier 7 stuff was, or with tier 6 initially, is, you know, there were features on the tier 6 ships that the T5 ships didn't have, and people didn't like the idea of needing to rebuy all of their ships. You know, and if they did T7s today, you know, after, you know, what is it now? We're basically at like 11 and a half years since Delta Rising. So 11 and a half years since Delta Rising, 11 and a half years of tier 6 ships. Like, if they came out with tier 7 and, and there was that realization for people that, that the tier 7s were just clearly better and that all of their purchases over the past decade were now worthless, it would be disastrous. It would be devastating for the game. That's why they'll never do it. Someone still likes you, Casual. Yeah, and I think on the tier 6 side of things, that there's still a lot of variations they haven't done yet, but I do think that they desperately need to get a new specialization in sometime within the next couple of years so that they can start doing some new combos, because they are, as time goes on, there's less and less of the existing combos that they can do without just repeating something that they've already done. And, look at the Orion Orchid that just dropped this week. That's a combo that's already been done, and it's been done better before this. So that's part of the issue. Have I still been playing on console? Yeah, I was on console last night getting my dailies done, keeping up with the reps, getting some more of that deal from the event. Have I experienced the lack of automatic execute function on the newer ships? I haven't played with enough of the newer ships yet to really see that, King Carl. But, I mean, just the way that all works, it's pretty easy to understand why that would be frustrating. Spend 150 on a Muds bundle of premium best of the best ships. Oh, sorry, we went best of the best at the time. Yeah. A Ferengi specialization. At 30 points, you become a master market manipulator. Oh, no. By the way, guys, just doffing. If you just want to fly around sector space, too, you can often just pick up some good doff missions, like, right in the sector space maps. And, like, each of the boxes on the map is a different... Each of the sectors has different doff missions. So... like, if you just want to fly around and try to pick up some doff missions, that's a good way to go about it. None of these that I have here are particularly notable. 40 hours? I don't want to do a 40-hour mission. Get out of here with that. Resettle colonist, sure. Yeah, give me some of these 4-hour missions. There's also a set of DOF missions. Someone's going to mention it over at the Undine Battle Zone. I should go do that quick. Sphere Space, Allied Zone. Yeah, there we go. How does the... I don't know. I don't think I know anyone that got the ship, to be honest with you. It's a really expensive purchase, and we all know that there's another promo ship dropping in just a couple months that has potential to be a bit more interesting. Oh, I've got this bug. Oh no, there, it fixed itself. Good. Haven't seen an orchid in a while yet. No. I don't... The vibe I got from the reaction from people and just how poor the engagement was on the orchid stuff, on the YouTube side, like, I suspect that this is going to be one of the less popular ships this year. And it's not that it's a bad ship, it's really not a bad ship. It's just the price, the price of it there is just... It's just rough. You saw one flying around the S9? Yeah, so there's some DOF missions here in the Undine part of the Dyson Battle Zone. But these are some high value DOF missions here. Nice chunk of XP from these. So if you guys are looking for some really nice DOF missions to spam, then these truly are ones to go and prioritize. Like, you do need to have quite a few DOFs on hand for this to go through. I can see that I somehow don't have enough DOFs for some of these missions, but yeah, the more of these you can run, the better you're going to be. I'm just missing industrial replicators and shield gens. Let's just buy a stack. And it was industrial replicators. There we go. I mean, there's even more right here. But let's go back to that there. The reason I have so many DOF missions up right now, by the way, is because some of the lockbox DOF missions don't count towards your cap. You, by default, can have 20 duty officer assignments up at the same time. You can buy an additional 3 assignment slots over at your fleet embassy in the shuttle bay level. It's the console closest to the shuttles. There's a thing there. It's pretty cheap. You can buy the +3 assignment slots. And then, again, the lockbox ones that I have running, the temporal beacons, those don't count towards the cap. So I've had times where, like, when spamming research assignments, where I was over, like, 50, 60, 70 active DOF missions at the same time. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. Okay, I've got everything good here that I could run. I don't have the DOFs for these other ones, surprisingly. Anything else here that's good? I don't think 20 hours for that much XP is really worth it. I mean, this'll work. There we go. Yeah, so just spam all the DOF missions. Like I said in the comment on your video, it won't sell well, but I really hope that doesn't get used as evidence of only Fed sells, yeah. Yeah, I had a couple up as well, Sora, and they just didn't sell. Yeah. When do I think console will get the Picard Muds bundle? A month or so. The most interesting part about the Orchid was the leaks during the showcase stream. Terrible. It's actually a pretty good PvP platform. You need the Inch for PvP anyways, but I mean, PvP is at, such a low state right now, and I think the Hydra, the value proposition of the Hydra just still, really puts that far and above, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Let's get off this map here. Yeah, Defend Rio Station is really easy. That used to be one that got farmed all the time for like people doing ground elites. Yep, so I have one. I thought I had all my DOF slots filled. Apparently not. Anything special I can run here? There it goes. It loaded. There we go. Oh, I forgot the Admiralty missions. Yeah, I mean, spam everything you can here, and also, with R&D, make sure you're running your stuff on these characters. Just fill every slot you have with the XP projects with the event going on, because you get that bonus from the R&D event. Okay, Admiralty. Oh no, this is turning into a tree stream with the Admiralty. I promise I won't take long. There we go. I don't know why I'm working so much on this Jem'Hadar recruit. I guess it's just... It feels good to work on a new character on this account again. It's been a while. And I've got so many account-wide perks now that it makes leveling this stuff up, so much easier. There we go. You can't fool us. It's just because of the name. I've had a few comments about the name. Not everyone's a fan. Oh no. Nick, how's it going, man?
Supreme Cryptic Shill. It's fantastic. I'm up to 599 followers on Twitch. You know, good.
If you guys are not already following Nick on Twitch, make sure to do so.
Everybody must follow me. Hey, but I was saying, for a change, I get to raid you. How? What was that pop? That Cheops is going to enjoy that. Romeo, India, Zulu, thank you for being my 600 follower. I appreciate it, man.
Nick's been doing some really casual gameplay. I actually don't know what you've been doing for the last half hour.
We did a Elite Royal Flush, and we took Zen and Stargate through, who have never completed it, and we did a Battle of Korfez to end, and we took Zen and we took Mayo through for their first time completing. I don't know if it was Mayo's first time. I just asked Mayo if he'd want to come fly in our Battle of Korfez. Doing some of the harder content to and getting people through it who normally do not have access to people like me or yourself or Cheops or Darthon to make sure they go a little bit smoother.
Very nice. Korfez is a fun one. I don't remember the last time I did a Korfez, to be honest. Logical says the Supreme Theme Builder is flying the super meta pay to win angle. He's lost all credibility and become Spencer. Okay. Public queue Korfez. The engineer. Haven't done it with the engineer.
V-Dan Phantom, Nick #1. Yeah, exactly. You can't. All this meta discussion from Spence. I don't know. It's brings him down in the standings for me.
DW the Breen Yod Thought.
Darthon was giving me a big smile with that one. He's flying around in that thing. He's like, it's Deepest, it's high Deepest. I can hear his voice too, and I love it.
Okay. No, people have said I gotta do a public queue Battle of Korfez.
No. What you should do is get with your viewers and take 2 people who have never done Elite Royal Flush and take them through Royal Flush. Because Royal Flush is one of those queues that people struggle to complete on their own. And, how often do they have the Supreme Fleet Leader on stream to carry them and willing?
Yeah, because when I am not streaming, I basically only do solo TFOs. Oh
Yep.
no.
Okay. I was waiting on something that I cannot say right now. But my time is up, so I'm gonna raid the Supreme Fleet Leader.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Spud, thank you for the gifted.
My YouTube stream is not anywhere near the same, but I think it's the thought that counts. I don't know actually where the button to redirect it is, but
Do you see my stream, Nick? When you're on this page, go to stream settings and then edit. Edit, customization, and then redirect.
edit. This is why he's the supreme fleet leader. All right, redirect. He said customization, redirect. All right, everybody. YouTube, we need to, from other channels. YouTube, you're going to go see the supreme fleet leader. I'm sure most of you are already watching him, but supreme fleet leader. There's YouTube. YouTube, goodbye. On my side, at least.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the stream.
Anytime.
Bye.
Darthan, you
Prince
sound
Darthon.
tired.
I got 1 hour more in me.
Oof.
I got to support the fleet. Supreme leader.
Oh, no.
Alright, there. YouTube is now you. And then everybody on YouTube, Twitch. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm gonna raid the old casual Sabacus.
I appreciate it.
And I'm sure he can see it, everybody, but his chat maybe can't. So everybody in chat, let's get that copied if you're a follower. And if you're a sub, let's get this one copied if you're a sub. Whoa, that one.
Robot Jan in my chat says, take me to your supreme DPS leader. Oh, no. Always good when the big guys like Nick NB can support those smaller content creators on their corn farms.
All right, my Twitch stream. V-Day, Phantom, I didn't see the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But my stream, but goodbye, everybody. I'll catch you all later. I'm gonna raid the supreme cryptic shill himself.
Oh, no. You saw an ISS CasualSAB yesterday on your runs? Oh, no. Nick, thank you again, man.
Hey. It's part of my contract of being a rank 6 in the TBC fleet and Armada, that if Spencer is online, I must raid him within 45 minutes.
Oh, sorry, you sent me something? I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see if Carl Sagan can get another game-wide message. Death Boy, how's it going? Did you have a fun stream, Nick?
I did. Wait. The last few haven't been particularly organized or to any sort of, goal, but we've just played, we've had some fun, we've had some laughs. Darthon gave me a good laugh with that damned bloody yacht thought, but it was good.
Nice. So someone was flying around with an ISS CasualSAB? Oh, no.
Hey, at least it's not my olden days of like CasualSAB has a problem. The ISS market manipulation or.
I feel bad. I was asleep, so missed the Supreme Nick stream and gotta settle for this inferior one littered with ads. The toxicity from Logical.
It also looked like his camera's in like 720p or like 480p. It just looks like really low quality.
It keeps giving me T5 shitboxes. My camera doesn't. You don't like. Oh, I think it's because the lighting. I'm sorry. Sorry, there's a lot going on the Twitch side. Sora, thank you for enabling the gamble. Does Jawa have ring lights for sale? I don't know. I don't ask why this is on the floor, but one of these. I like that I could just pop so much random crap out. from like, it's all in arm's reach.
You like it. But do the rest of us judge you for it? I don't know.
I mean, there's microphones. You need me to grab a camera? I got cameras. Got screwdrivers. Got everything. I mean, I honestly I like General Tso's more than Orange Chicken. It's just that that's what Costco has. Huge ass streamlight on the floor, and he's surrounded by Noctua. I don't want to know what he's been doing in that room. Wow. You see what you've started, Nick?
You're welcome.
It never is going to end. Ugh. Yeah, I like the spiciness of the General Tso's a little bit more. Give that a few days, Nick. Not here. I mean, sure they've got like chicken strips. You know, they've got a few things, but for just that quick, nice option, no, it's just the orange. Nice. Okay, what weapon packs do I need to open?
No, you don't need to open any. I think you should open up. Actually, no. I think you should open up some Baul anti-proton and build your tank.
You do understand that I was tanking with Bowls a very long time ago.
I know, but okay, when was the last time you had a tank for anything other than a support run?
There hasn't been a need.
Hey. Not everyone wants to do 2.5 million DPS. Some people like to tank and get
Whoa,
beaten
whoa, whoa,
up.
whoa, 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 whoa. 2.5? Where's that low number coming from? I'm sorry. Nick is here. I gotta give that sort of response. That's the response Nick wants.
Exactly. Hey.
I've got a set of bowel. I was popping a few boxes of diffusive because there wasn't much supply of the dual cannons on the market, but they don't move. I feel like Undiscovered Phaser trying for like a Pulse Omni. I think that's a good play.
Spence. No. What about a challenge? First person to put out the other person's video type, has to give the person 50 keys. The other person. So like,
No.
if I put out a news video, I get 50 keys. If you put out a tank video, you get 50 keys.
No.
Okay. I need to go and do a few things.
Well, thank you again for the raid. You have fun doing what you need to do. Chat's gonna watch me rip open a boatload of packs here today because I need to pop open a couple hundred other packs that I have. So chat's gonna get to see all of the opening. And then we're going to do some TFOs. We're going to do a Battle of Korfez. We'll do your Royal Flush Elite that you mentioned.
But you got to make sure, you stack the team with 2 other good players, but you take 2 people or even 1 person who's never done it before and you take them through it. Be a good Supreme Fleet leader.
I don't know how to feel about everything right now. Okay, you go have fun, Nick. I'll see you around later.
Well, I'm going to leave the computer on, but I'm going to go and do things just in case certain things happen. I don't think it will, but just in case.
Okay. See you around. Okay, let me hit the button so I Don't forget to hit that later. If I put out a video of both, no, then there's no gambling the keys. It's not happening. Logical, you're gonna love the video that I'm that I'm gonna be releasing that's market related. You're gonna love it. Like, it is true streamer RNG, like the definition. Okay, I'm gonna rip open 15 pulse phaser boxes, and I just want to see if I get an Omni. I don't need an Omni. It's more of like I didn't really have much else to do with these boxes right now, so just 15 weapon boxes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Sora, you'll like it. It's like a half-hour long. I'm gonna have to, if I'm gonna make it a public video for everyone, I'm gonna have to do just a smidge more editing, because I did have it like targeted as a members only video initially. So I will have to add some like explanation in of what I'm doing. No Omni. 8 dual beam banks and 7 beam arrays. Yeah, Crate Part 2 is going to happen. I mean, I just need to record it now that my voice is like back to normal. I'll be honest, I would love to have recorded it yesterday, but yesterday pretty much disappeared for me. Did I respec my Gamma Recruits traits? No, I have not. I haven't touched anything with the trait yet. Did I not post my salvation build? Sorry, I just got a message on Discord. I thought I posted it. Apparently not. Okay. I try high deeps on an engineer and along comes Spencer blowing me out of the water. I try my hand at a little pack opening and along comes Spencer with CC luck. Why don't I open Agony? They're the best phaser. There's still people that come up to me asking that. Like, that ask about Agonies. Like, I really wish that they would fix the typo in the tooltip of those weapons so that people are no longer under the impression that they are proccing with every shot. Because right now, that's the impression that a lot of people have. The reality is, Agony, if you like them visually, cool. But performance-wise, they're not anything special. They really are not. I don't have that level of access, Stanky boy. Okay, we are going to do a public queue battle of Korfez Elite. Let's see how this goes. I'm not bringing a science team on. We're going in blind. I'm going to take the sub nuke. Loyalty, reputation trait. Which trait? Loyalty? Terrible. Making me drop a damage dealing trait. How could you do that to me, Darthon? Nice. I'm on this low deeps engineer, so we will see how it goes. Dark Eddie, that's very sad news. I'm sorry that you've missed out on that opportunity. Lose 8% DPS to gain 80% DPS back. I mean, the mentality that makes sense. I've been rocking a Cheop style Isocon on the Noble. The more consistent deeps is really great for random TFOs. Yeah, I've had lots of discussions with Cheops and others about the crate stuff, and as much hype as there's been about like the crate build, we pretty much feel that just the raw high performance crate build isn't what most people should be copying. The reality is, the majority of people that try to copy this build one for one, even with an explanation, are probably not going to see great performance from it. There's a lot of other layers to that higher performance potential that, like, going with something that isn't as reliant on all these different clickies would probably be better for most people. I didn't hit that person. No. I can fly, I promise. Yeah, piloting is huge. Like I've watched people that have copied some of my builds before, and like the piloting, like the amount of time it takes for people to get from point A to point B, I almost feel like a series I want to do is have people record their infected runs and send me the VODs and have me review it, like critique it. Like I can blank out the names if they don't, want that out there or whatever, but I feel like something like that would probably be beneficial for people and help people learn. It was always something that heavily relied on map knowledge, yeah.
Stop the established an automated breaking through our defense line.
ISOCon is basically comparable to... it's more in line with the last version of the crate build that I posted at the end of 2024, where there's still a lot of isomags on the build. The issue is like as you add more clickies in, it just adds a couple extra layers of complexity to everything, and at the higher performance levels, yeah, that can unlock higher performance, but for just day-to-day gameplay for most people, it's a bit sketchier. I did not mean to overfly that one. I'm talking about, like, piloting, and I'm flying terrible right now. That's how it goes. Yeah. And I get it, like, it's a lot of clickies to manage. I understand why not everyone's a fan of it. No. Tragic. Terrible chaps. We got like an easy Korfez combo, to be honest.
We're pushing the Vodwar back, but they're not.
I think the issue is, though, like when people see like the full crate build and see a tray that's got like 50, 60 abilities on it, that
We're pushing the Vodwar.
you know, upwards of that number, like it's a very daunting number. Scares some people away for sure. It's intimidating at the start, sure, yeah. There we go.
I'll admit, I was skeptical that you and your teammate.
I mean, on one hand, I'd like a level cap increase for the difficulty increase that'd be associated, and also, like Mark 16 gear. You know, I think that would be a good sync for the Dill economy. But I think they still need to find ways to bring up the performance floor. Like, that would increase the performance ceiling a bit, to which, I mean, we would like, because, you know, the difficulty increase, give us something more to do at endgame, or at least make it a little bit harder. But the concern is always with stuff like that is that the performance floor, I mean, the reality is, you know, 10 years ago, the low end of the player base was doing, you know, sub 10,000 DPS. And a decade later, all the power creep we've received, and the majority of players in this game are still doing, you know, under 10k DPS. You know, the people that aren't engaging even with TFOs, reputations, like the vast majority, you got to keep those in mind. You can't make the game inaccessible for that part of the player base. Yeah. Yeah, basically, Cheops has inspired me to do like a separate part of the crate series that is just basically going over the approach that he's been working on. Oh no. Nick, I don't have you on stream right now. Do you want me to unmute you? Okay, what'd you hear that you didn't like?
Job 1 is done, so I've eaten food, but then I come back and I hear you talking DPS and think, how your tank build isn't started? Ah, what a
I'm sorry to have disappointed you.
Spencer would do a better job video-wise than I would, so I'm happy he's covering it. Hey, you know Spencer's got the coverage, you know? He got things covered. Got them shade. He got the girth. Got you. No, I just wanted to come and, he started sounding like he Aussie, got a bit of energy, glad. Wait, did I sound like an Aussie, or did Spencer sound like an Aussie? Did you pull an old crikey, mate? Yeah. Boo boo. Boo shame boo. Hey. To the point. Spencer, no! He's gone all silent.
Well, I'm letting you talk. I'm just reading chat.
I want to do a challenge, Spence. I want to do a challenge. You know?
I've got too much on my plate right now to take up like a challenge.
I don't know about that. I think.
What's the challenge?
Yeah.
What is it? Like you
get out your entire crate build by the end of this month, or you build a tank build on stream.
I mean, okay. Like crate part 2, I mean, crate part 2 is
the entire crate part 2, how to fly it, like everything you've ever wanted with it, not just crate part 2.
Okay. And what? And so the the negative is if I don't do it, I have to do a tank build live on stream.
Yeah.
And what?
Oh, and a video. And a video.
Okay, and what's the positive?
If you get it done, I will give you 50 keys. But that's crate build done by the end of May.
Okay, we got a challenge there. I can live with that sort of challenge. I like that. Let's get a little bit more pep in the step.
That includes the run timings, the flight plan, like it's every little bit that you've wanted in that build to get out for your crate.
Geops has a good thing for you. Alongside the 50 keys, you should have to do an ERL stream. Did you just say no?
No. Hey, I would do an IRL, like stream the bus and all that, but yeah.
even Nick here, who's going down this off meta path, he hears the he hears ERL and he's like, F that.
Negatory.
Hey, better solo ISC. I had one so close earlier. I had one that was like 3-6 something, and then it didn't. Like there was one sphere at the side. I was so sad.
Imagine there would have been your 5k more, and
I don't remember what it was. But I did a few. Like legitimately, guys. Like people ask, like, what do I do outside of like streaming?
solo IC.
Solo ISCs. I think this was it. I can't see the exact number.
He does help take care of the family and the niece and nephew and help his mom out. He does do that, but
3/8, 1 sphere left. Oof. Giving Michi a run for his money. I think Michi's going to go harder at it this season than I. I went at it pretty hard in the early months of the year.
But he was talking about writing his thesis, though, so I don't know if he's got time.
Oh. How dare Michi have real-life stuff to do? Okay.
Sad.
I'm going to form this next one because Nick is here.
Yeah.
Are you in game?
While I'm here, I am not in game. Why? No. Okay, everybody. Spencer is going to do a royal flush on Elite. He needs 2 volunteers who have never completed Elite Royal Flush and would like to complete Elite Royal Flush. He needs 2 volunteers first, and then he'll fill it in with 2 more high DPSs to make sure it gets finished. So everybody, 2 people who have never completed Elite Royal Flush. I'm getting ready. I've eaten my food. The clothes are on the bed, ready to go. And I'm then going to have a shower in a minute. So, but I just come back and I heard Spencer saying some blasphemy and I just couldn't have it. Him talking about DPS. Blasphemy.
Disappointed in
No
you,
one.
Nick.
Nobody. You have 115 people on the YouTube chat. Anyone want to do a TFO with Spencer that normally doesn't do a TFO with Spencer? Because Spencer only does solo TFOs these days.
I mean, part of the issue, honestly, is that if I do team-based content with like you, Chiop, Darthon, Michi, like the game sort of dies.
Hey.
The performance tanks so hard. With Isocon, do you run Twinkling? Yeah. Beams.
Holy moly, what did Shields just say? Fred, no.
Nobody here wants to do a Royal Flush Elite? Nobody here has never done one before?
Yeah. Never done. Like, come on. If you've never completed it, get in there. No, they're like, nah, Spencer won't actually do this.
I mean, I could just do a public queue.
At least take someone with you and public queue it.
No one's exiting out.
No one wants it. Okay. Well, that's the point. You won't embarrass yourself. Spencer's in there, and he'll make sure you don't embarrass yourself.
I have completed Royal Flush on Elite before, and I am entirely uninterested. Oof. Okay, we're doing a public queue, so if you want in, let's do what is it under? I don't
Borg.
even remember.
It's
Oh,
a
Borg.
It's
Oh,
a Borg
wow.
TFO. That's why I assume you would, you wouldn't object to it. It's a Borg TFO. See, you see that excited little face on him?
Okay, public queue, Royal Flush Elite. Here we go. You know what makes me excited, Nicholas?
Orange chicken.
Aside from that.
Noctua fans.
Storage.
Oh, that was my next guess. Spencer, I'm gonna leave now, but can you read the it's fourth or fifth last message from Cheops out loud? I think that would be entirely appropriate, right? Do you
Yeah,
see
Nick's
what he
been
said?
railing lines of coke off of Koala's ass or something. Listen to that mania.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that. I'm surprised you read that out, to be honest. I wouldn't read something like that.
Everyone
out, but
here
you
is an
are-
adult.
I mean, everyone's an adult in mind, but koala. God.
Like, if I look at 2026 thus far, year to date, let's see the average age of the audience.
I'm. Okay, yeah, I'll play that with you.
Some are beyond adults. We're ancient, Dark Eddie says.
Wait, we're in analytics. What are we looking
Audience.
I don't know. Our audience, yep.
And then scroll down, you can see age and gender.
What's your male to female ratio?
1.5% female to 98.5% male.
I don't want to say mine.
The-
don't want to say mine.
You and I both are in the 17.7% age category on mine.
I'm at 14.6 on that one. I have 1.7% in the 24, 14.6, 37 in the 35 to 44, 36 in the 45 to 54, and 9.9% in the 55 to 64, and I actually have 0.7% in the 65 plus.
If I go to live, there's almost look at this, guys. It is all guys here. 100% male for the live streams. There we go.
That's not right. It's mislabeling some people. Or at least one.
Or it's not looking at Twitch.
No. Well, Mara's on your YouTube chat. It's not labeling
True.
people right. Okay.
That is true.
No, but I do have to leave though. Supreme Fleet Leader as always.
Thank you for
Everybody-
stopping by.
Make sure Spencer doesn't just do solo ISEs this entire stream, everybody.
I wasn't even.
Goodbye, Spencer.
Goodbye, Nick. We have to split up into different lanes on this one, chat. So, someone take right lane, center, and to the left. I guess I'll go left here. And save the Undine ships first. Worry about the stuff in the middle of each area last. We gotta take out the Borg probes around the Undine ships first, or we will fail.
An Undine ship has been rescued. We are grateful.
It's not like the hard queue from a challenge standpoint either. It's more of a just getting things done in the right order.
A tactical event jammer has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter. A tactical event beta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter. A tactical event delta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter.
Now that Nick's gone, I need to do a solo just to spite him.
An unknown ship has been rescued. We are
I'm joking. Sora, I'm just joking. Cosmic, thank you for the follow. Ads galore. Hey, pop the stream open on YouTube also if you can. Like I don't know why the Twitch ads would be spammy. I think I've got them set to one of the lowest settings it allows. The public queue you entered failed. Ooh. Wonder what the average age of players currently is. High. A game like this relies on an older audience to stick around, especially at the lower player count we have. Like, this sort of game relies on folks that have a bit more disposable money. Terrible. Okay, what's left here? There we go. Do I think the game will get another visual or engine update? I mean, every new content release continues to push the boundaries for what they're doing visually with the game. You know, it'd be nice to see some work done to spice up some older content, to, you know, visually, just to bring it in line with the more modern standards. But I mean, they're slowly working on it. That's the nice thing with Stowe, is just things are, you know, constantly improving over time. Ack, thanks for stopping by. As for an engine update, I mean, we're on this custom cryptic engine. There's never going to be like an Unreal Engine version of Stowe, if that's what you're hoping for. That they're going to keep chugging away on the engine that they have and improve it. Whales? Yes, Jay. I mean, you look at Nick, like a week ago. Poor guy, he wanted to rip open some lock boxes. He bought 200 keys. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Unreal Engine. You're talking about, increasing the requirements to play the game, hardware wise, at a time when hardware is horrible to purchase. I mean, the thing about Stowe is that it is at a low enough requirement level that there are people using Windows emulators on their phones and tablets to play the game now. Like, there's been stuff I've seen posted about that. Maybe I should cover that in a video. But like, people have legitimately went in and emulated, playing Stowe, like right on their phone, right on their tablet. Like, it's a fairly lightweight game. And if you went in and made it Unreal Engine 5, like, you would be increasing the requirements quite a bit. Not everyone has the ability to go out and, spend a couple grand on a new computer, especially in the current market where, the current market is horrible. Like, the current market it's really, really quite rough. I mean, and even for the games that are moving from one Unreal Engine version to the other, like, there's still a bit of work with it. It's not even just a direct port. Like, they still have to go in and do some additional work to clean things up and get it all migrated over. So even from an Unreal to Unreal, upgrade, it still takes a bit of work. And with Stowe, it would have to be the entire game basically built back up from the ground. And is there really enough of a market for that now? Is that worth them spending what is likely to be tens of millions of dollars of development time to go through and do that? And the answer is, unfortunately, like, not really. They can make the game look really good on the current engine. And, with how the game is right now, like, if you want to make it look good, you can use things on PC like Reshade. You can go in, you can pump up your render scale. Like, I can go to render scale 2, and render the game at a higher resolution than native. Like, you can make the game look pretty good right on PC. Guild Wars and Elder Scrolls brought in millions with their reforged upgrades, and those are bigger games. I don't, look at Stowe at its peak. If we go back to, we pull up the good old Steam charts here, which I know are not the be all end all, but if you look here, the peak player count when the game went free to play was 7.9K on Steam. What is this? The Romulan update, Legacy of Romulus, that was May 2013. That was 7,500 on Steam. So you're if you double that, to like 15K, like that's it's a bit more players than we have now for sure. But is it enough to justify that sort of expense? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that don't play through Steam. This is just part of the numbers. I think you can basically take the Steam numbers and double them. But that's the way I've always thought about it, is you just take the Steam numbers and just double it to get an idea of what it is, especially nowadays with, Arc, Standalone, Epic. I wish they had gone through with the phone app to do Admiralty and Doffing. I believe the reason that they didn't is because that exposed like some botting issues, which I heard might have been an issue for Neverwinter. I never really inquired too much into that, but that was just like the brief overview of what I was told was it caused issues. Also, let's be real, if making a new specialization or revamping older missions is too much work for them, a new engine is so far out of the picture, it's in fluidic space, yeah. And that was never the goal. It was never meant to be like AAA. Yeah. Okay, next TFO here. We gotta do infected. I'm on my engineer, so let's get the engineer deeps rolling. Gravity kills solo. I did that. I did that as a video and nobody cared, was the issue. People always ask for, people get tired, or at least they say that they're tired of seeing infected all the time, but when you start to do some of that other content, they just don't care. Like, I did Gravity Kill solo. I did the Zenkethi Q solo. I've done a few Qs solo. I did some like solo focused videos and they just all performed horribly.
The situation is grim. All attempts to hail this...
I see we got Dark Eddie in here. Days of Doom solo. I have not tried that one solo. I think that one would probably be a bit harder given the needing to be at the Star Race at the same time. I am out of batteries on this character, and I just lost my legendary Nebula stacks because I got sidetracked for a moment. No. I've already messed this run up. It's fine.
Scanning the nanite transfer. Gone. Additional data is available. The nanite probe to repair the transfer. Stop that.
Let me cross.
The probe is closing in on a transfer. Destroy it.
Horrible piloting on my part. You cared and you thought the solo vids were enjoyable. I mean, soloed Health Honor, that was really fun, and that can be pushed really fast nowadays. Like, I think around 3 minutes, 4 minutes for sure. Because I've done solo to Health Honor with like over 1 million deeps now. Let's see here. Terrible, Nick. Open your mind. Solo only means one player, not only one ship/account. Can one solo synthwave? I've never tried. I mean, you probably could if you get enough things. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it, man. And the gifted memberships. I didn't see that. Why didn't that pop up on my thing? Thank you for the 20 gifted. Nicholas, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Any idea when the next bundle sale might be? What type of bundle? Like, we know that we're going to be getting the 10th bundle, like, back sometime closer to summer, right? But I did solo with a different ship. Let me find it. Solo, you got me looking now. There's a lot of solo videos in here. I mean, okay, so I did solo Kittimer with the Talaru. Now I would do that with the Mirangle, yeah. Solo Korfez, solo Leviathan, solo to Hell with Honor, solo Grav Kills. The Grav Kills was done with the Terran Eagle. I did Guillotine. I think that was with the Delkina. That Hell with Honor was the Delkina also. The solo Leviathan was probably Delkina. Yeah, that was Delkina. But I mean, there's been some diversity in the ships. It's just that whenever there's a top ship, I understand people don't like seeing just that ship over and over and over again. I get that. Captain Sort of, how's it going? What is the most challenging TFO in the game? I mean, Korfez is still hard for a lot of people. Journer Gauntlet's also sort of hard. You do have to have people split up that are... it's basically at least 3 lanes. It's 3 lanes. You need 3 high DPS players on, but I mean, 3 players can do that. I don't know if there's any TFO we have right now where, like, just strictly difficulty wise, you need all 5 players. I will be honest. I can't think of any. Why is someone who's queuing up these projects on the KDF side? Why is someone queuing up practice tactical exercises? The starbase is built out. We don't need the XP only buff anymore. That's it's been slotted a couple times recently. I don't know what's going on there, but we need more engineering buffs also. The new Undine / Borg on Elite. That's definitely Nick thinking it's his Australian fleet. Probably. I mean, his Australian fleet is coming along quite nicely. If I go back over to the Fed side... yeah. Chiaps, I just saw your message. I'd say go for that. Terrible. No, I do want to check here. I think it was 3 hours for these projects. No. It is not mine, Cheops. Yeah, ultimately the biggest challenge in TFOs is not necessarily it depends what the TFO is. If it's something like Royal Flush, the enemy is not really the challenge. It's more of the communication with the team. Captain Sword, thank you for the bits. Like it's making sure there's coordination, communication going on with the team. There's a couple TFOs where the biggest challenge is just getting all the players to work together. Yeah, 2 hours 51 minutes off on these projects. Coordination is the key. Belly of the Beast, yeah. Exactly. I would love some longer, like some longer TFOs. I think that would be cool. I don't know how they would go about it without frustrating people in the random system. I am out of research stuffs on this character. Hold on, chat. We got to fix this. I am out of research lab scientist. I got to go over to the research lab holding and fix this. No, I'm going for the premium. Oh, I'm not in the right fleet. Hold on a second. Hold on. One moment. I'm in a lower level secondary fleet on this character. You missed Memory Alpha in game? Any thoughts on what Season 36 might be about? Something, nostalgic to bring people back. Oh no, Fred, I gotta burn up fleet creds. This is perfect. So I'm gonna head over to my fleet research lab. Yeah, the fleet research lab's where I'm going here. We need like a burn. Could you imagine the rage? If there was actually like a burn style event? Oof. That'd be awesome. Ooh, Darthon. All they have to do now is put a finish now button on the fleet project so you can insta skip the timer. Oh man. Low effort, high impact dill sync. I'm surprised they haven't done that, to be honest. Like, they have that for so many other things in the game. I never even thought of that. Yeah, I know. That would... That's why a burn style event won't happen here either, because they're trying to get people back in to grow the player base, so they're not going to take actions that push people out. I agree. I was not a big fan of what happened there. What? Store restricted to Starbase owning fleet members? What BS? How dare they? All that time to get to the map only for it to not let me buy it? Most of these consoles don't work like this. Why does this one? Would I spend a lithium to skip TFO cooldowns? I'd spend a lithium to skip, yeah, infected cooldowns, and also, you know, a way to reset all of my ability timers, like after leaving a TFO map. Yeah, I'd like to have that. That's disappointing. While I'm at the research lab, I can at least start the special project up. The assignment officer here will let you basically get an extra R&D project each day. I can't access it. I thought all this stuff was supposed to be accessible via map invite. That's disappointing. Pay per light year starship tax system as a dill sync. Let's go. I'd unload dill to get a rep from T5 to 6, yeah. There's this really fancy one from the research lab that's 500,000 fleet creds. I was just gonna whale out and buy a couple, because I need to burn fleet creds on this character. What's the best as a market manipulator selling right now? I mean, anything related to the DOF, like the DOF promo packs is working pretty well. Yeah, I was being stubborn. Yeah. No, you can buy multiple. On my new character, Carl Sagan, I've got like 6 of them. Yeah. Carl, I know. Are fleet ships even worth it anymore? They're better versions of some Zen Store ships, but for the most part, the fleet ships are they're a good free to play option, but they're not as good as a lot of the newer Zen Store offerings, legendaries, you know, stuff like that. Oh, I was gonna open a bunch of packs. I remember now. Yeah, this character, I went over and I popped a bunch of those DOFs on. Research lab. Oh, they're ultra rare. There we go. Yeah, I popped a few. Yeah, there be 6 of them. Yeah, the Norway. The Norway has incorrect stats. But yeah, right now with the R&D event, that makes this a great time to open any R&D packs you have. So I have 170 here. The downside is that these packs each open up like a separate sub pack, which you then have to go through and click in your inventory. But okay, I want to get them extra materials. I need the research accelerators and all that. I've been running really low on them. I'm thinking tomorrow too. We're gonna do something different for the stream. Um, I was thinking maybe playing around with like a carrier setup. It's been a while. I'm not really big into the carrier side of things right now. I still feel that carriers are a bit weak, but a lot of people are interested in them, so I was thinking of giving it another crack and just playing around with them. Is that something people here would be interested in, or? Mox, you just have to hit the catch or sell white. Or you can complete the story arc. Yeah, complete the story arc, and I believe that fixes it for good, but otherwise you can just hit catch or sell white. Yeah, so this character, I should open this up just to see where it's at. I'm curious, like, what this stack of 100 will get me. So let me just take a picture here. There's like another 85 to open after that, so we'll see. I just am curious how many of the blue research ones I get. I never really paid attention. It always seemed like the RNG was a bit weak for those. Yeah, I mean, I've set up carrier builds before, but it's something that always gets the people, like, people are always asking about it. I really, I don't think it's a very powerful play style. Like, sure, you can get good numbers with it, but here's the truth, guys. You can get good numbers with everything now. Like, there's been so much power creep in the game that so long as you like understand what you're doing with your ship, you understand like just the basics of piloting, like the basic concepts of how you put a build together, like you can basically make anything work. If you want to go out and make like a Metron gas spam build or warp, eject warp plasma Metron gas like sort of build, I mean, hell, you could do it. Is it going to do the biggest numbers? No, but you're still going to be able to clear content. Do your part in like a TFO. Like there's just been so much power creep that the possibilities we have nowadays are really quite crazy. Fart maxing? Oh no. Okay, that was a lot of clicking. So here was before, and I mean, I got a lot of the research boost there, so. I, for one, would love to see you fly a carrier build. Oh, yeah. I mean, the issue with drain builds is you can get yourself some really big numbers draining shields, but then when it comes to combat effectiveness, you can also just have a DPS build that's not spec'd into drain at all, that just rolls in and hits a console like the chronophage and just shuts the enemy shields offline. Like that's the issue with drain builds is so much of what they do can also be done by clicky consoles that just do it better. It just, Drain is by far the weakest playstyle. I feel one of the weakest playstyles right now. Healers are also really quite underwhelming. What's my number one carrier platform? So I have access to like the Friendship, the Valkys, the Talaru. So if I was to do Valkys or Talaru, you know, then I could do the Romulan drone ships. If I go Friendship, what are the best right now for that? Like Valks? I do have a rage bait video that I was talking about on Nick's stream before. SCM got renewed last year, even though, you know, I denounced that SCM was going to shut down. But Nick wanted it to stay up one last year while there was, you know, while we were still moving over to Oscar. But you know, now we've moved over, so my thought process is a video where I say, you know, the end of the DPS league. It's really clickbait. It's gonna get all the anti-deeps people like super excited, thinking that they've just had a massive win, that the DPS is finally going away, and then it's just gonna be we're just shutting down the old parser because we have a new better one. Every one of your videos is rage bait, terrible. The D7, I mean, I've played with the D7 before. I don't know, I wasn't too impressed with it. The other thing with carriers is that there's a lot of focus on from some on like trying to get as many pets out as possible. Like, if Gibbs is around, Gibbs, he was doing a bunch of like massive pet spam setups where you just have like 100 entities in. But the issue is there's some of these really powerful pet boosting consoles like Credence, the Awani. Those are only going to buff up a certain number of pets. It's like 10 to 12. So that really can be a bit of an issue if you're trying to bring in a ton of pets. Terrible logical. Wait till April 1st to pull that kind of thing? Yeah. Well, it's the contract expires here in about a month, so it would, if I was to do it, Fred, it would have to be, you know, in the lead up to that, and just basically announcing that SCM is done. It's gone for good. Yeah. But I don't know. I was just thinking of some different ideas. The carrier stuff I know is something people want to see more of. And I know people want to see more than just the mere angle, you know, doing content. I'm aware of that. The mere angle's been my default platform because I basically will just default to whatever the top platform is and fly it around endlessly. Those of you that have been around for a while are probably well aware of that, but some of you that are a bit newer to the channel are probably not as familiar with that. T5 carriers? Oh no. Terrible. Try to do elite content in economy tier 1. They just, the issue with tier 1 ships is if you have a team in there tanking for you, you know, sure, you can probably get some decent damage numbers out of it, but ultimately you're just not going to have the survivability, because at that HP level, basically, with the amount of consoles you're able to slot, you just one hit, and you're going to be dead in some cases. Until we get a Merrick Worker Intel Strike Wing Escort. Merrick Worker Intel is a really potent combination for the non-uncon meta. So for instance, like really high performance, time compressed runs, advanced, normal and advanced speed running, or like really high end DPS chasing, elite runs where the time is really compressed. That's where Merrick Worker Intel really shines. We would love to see a Strike Wing Escort in that environment with that sort of combination, but for right now, that's why we use the Legendary Avenger. If I could build the ultimate ship, what would it look like? I think a nice temp intel flight deck carrier. It'd probably be it would either be a flight deck carrier or a Strike Wing Escort with one of the like meta specialization combos. So temp intel, intel temp, command intel, or Merrick Worker intel. Yeah. Maybe that 3/3 Merrick Worker Neurotic coming up will have a couple hangar bays for you if you're lucky. Terrible. Mara is currently seeking out the most mediocre consoles, trying to establish stuff that exists in the range of not what we run, but what could reasonably be run without it being absolute. Nice. Yeah, I hope the Narada's good, if we get the Narada. Again, we don't know if we're getting the Narada, but if we do get the Narada, I want it to be very, very good. Basically, tentacle. I mean, what else did you expect, okay? Like, I don't know what else to say to expect. Like, it's a good BOF layout with enough weapon slots and hangar bays. I did a ship about 2 years ago, like a ultimate energy weapon theorycraft. Something along those lines could be interesting, but I think that was still a bit engineering heavy. Nuclear triad, terrible. Terrible. Advanced info that they're going to charge for the number of active clickies left. Oh no. Yeah. I remember. Okay, but I'm going to start to wrap things up. Let's get another infected in here. One more infected, and then we'll just wrap things up for tonight. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Probably right around noon, and we'll give some carrier stuff a play. Get the dailies done, then do some carrier shenanigans. Oof. Go left. Pay per click sounds like something Spencer would implement. Wow. Yeah, play around with them. I'm sorry, pickle jars. I'm just all of a sudden feeling a bit tired. Cheops or one of you that is on Twitch quite a bit, find me a raid target that's good. I see Q Continuum's on, but they're not in the stow category.
The situation is grim. All attempts to hail the starbase have failed. We must assume the enemy has taken control.
I'm out of my aux batteries. No. I just lost all my legendary nebula trait. No, I hate that.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
The time on it is so terrible.
Scanning the nanite transport.
Cheops has... Oh, I beat Cheops there. Wow.
The nanite probe to repair the transport. Stop them.
Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Integrity below 75%. Constant shields have failed.
No, there's still stuff alive over here. I got out deeped by the Cheops. Terrible.
Shields failing.
General So's. Come on, man. You know how many times I've had to order that over the years? Of course I'd, have that pronunciation down a little bit better.
Scans of the starbase are still being disrupted. We will need to send an away team there to look for survivors.
Terrible Cheops. Coming in here with that ISO con. How dare you? If multiple people are running the legendary nebula trait, you'll all benefit from each other stacking it out. But yeah, basically at the start of runs you'll spam the Ilios toggles on and off to get the console. It's very freeing. Terrible. I don't know anyone on Twitch side. No, I don't either. We're gonna go to a safe bet here. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Gonna raid the Q Continuum. On the YouTube side, again, I'll be live tomorrow, but I'm sorry for cutting things short here abruptly tonight. I just all of a sudden I'm getting that wave tired. So, more stuff tomorrow. Play with some carriers. We'll get some stuff going. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys around. Okay. Twitch is off, and goodbye, YouTube.